What if you trained in Dagestan for 3 years? You moved to Dagestan. After the first month, every breath feels harder in the thin mountain air. Junk food is gone, replaced by simple meals and non-stop wrestling. Even young kids keep throwing you around. By 6 months, your ears have turned into cauliflower ears. Your reflexes change. You don't shake hands anymore. You look for takedowns. After 1 year, you've grown a thick beard. Your grip can crush almost anything. Your neck is massive, and every sentence begins with, "Brother, listen." By the second year, your body is built like solid rock. You never get tired, your legs feel indestructible, and wrestling for hours becomes normal. You even tell your taxi driver, "Send me location." After 3 years, you're unrecognizable. You return home as a world-class fighter. Every opponent gets dominated, not just defeated. You're no longer an ordinary man. You're a true mountain warrior. So, could you survive 3 years in Dagestan, or would you leave after the first month?
Could you actually become like Goku in real life? Goku's journey didn't begin with superpowers. It began with impossible hikes, carrying heavy loads up mountains to build endurance that most humans could never match. Next came strength training. Running with massive rocks forces every muscle to work harder, pushing your heart, lungs, and legs to their absolute limits. Tiny muscle fibers tear, then rebuild thicker and stronger. Training changes your brain too. New neural connections form, reaction time improves, focus becomes sharper, and your body learns to move faster with every repetition. Thousands of push-ups strengthen the chest, shoulders, and arms. Of course, your hair won't magically turn into Goku's, but after years of relentless training, you might finally start looking the part. As the training continues, your bones become denser, your nervous system grows more efficient, and your muscles keep expanding. Every workout makes your body slightly stronger than before. Your legs become powerful engines. Larger muscles generate more force, allowing you to run faster, jump higher, and lift weights that once seemed impossible. To recover from all that training, your body needs protein. Consuming enough protein is essential for muscle growth. Sprinting while carrying massive dumbbells trains your grip, shoulders, core, and endurance all at the same time. Building a body like this isn't just about lifting weights. It also requires eating enough calories, protein, healthy fats, and carbohydrates to fuel recovery and muscle growth. Deadlifts are one of the most demanding exercises ever created. They strengthen nearly every major muscle in your body, transforming you into a stronger and more powerful athlete. After years of relentless training, you become stronger than most people could ever imagine. You might even look like Goku, but one thing remains impossible. Real humans can't unlock Kai or fire energy blasts. Those powers belong only in fiction.
What would happen if you ate nothing but Takis for an entire year? Day 1. This is awesome. Crunchy, spicy, and delicious. Day 30. My mouth is constantly irritated and I'm always thirsty. Day 90. I'm already missing protein, fruits, vegetables, and important vitamins. Day 180. Bones turning red. My body is running low on nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin D, calcium, and iron. I feel tired and weaker than before. Day 270. I've eaten over 1,000 bags of Takis. My digestive system is not happy. Day 365. After 1 year of eating only Takis, I would likely have serious nutritional deficiencies. I could lose muscle because I'm not getting enough protein. My immune system could become weaker. My bones could become less healthy due to low calcium and vitamin D. Boom! The skeleton explodes into a giant cloud of Takis. But they still taste amazing. Takis are a fun snack, but your body needs protein, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals to stay healthy. Comment: what food should the skeleton eat for 365 days next? Subscribe before I eat another 1,000 bags of Takis. Would you survive if you ate nothing but Salvadoran chicharron for an entire year? Day 1. This is amazing, crispy, juicy, salty perfection. Day 30. I've never been happier. Day 90. Okay, my pants don't fit anymore. Cholesterol has entered the chat. Day 180. I've eaten over 1,000 servings of chicharron. My heart is working overtime. Day 270. I can't remember what vegetables look like. Day 365, crack, crack, crack. After 1 year, I could have serious nutrient deficiencies, weight gain, high blood pressure, and increased heart risks. The giant skeleton explodes into a pile of bones, reassembles and picks up a giant piece of chicharron. But I'd still eat another bite. Salvadoran chicharron is delicious, but your body needs balance. Comment: what food should the skeleton eat for 365 days next? Like, subscribe before I eat another 1,000 pounds of chicharron. Comment: what food should the skeleton eat for 365 days next?
What if a gorilla family raised you instead of humans? The answer is stranger and more tragic than most people imagine. You would learn how to climb, forage, and survive. Scientists believe language develops during critical childhood years. Without human speech, you might never learn a language at all. Human intelligence is not built alone. Much of what makes us human comes from learning with other humans. Even after years together, your body would still be human. You would never truly become a gorilla. A gorilla family could teach you how to survive. But without humans, you might never fully discover what being human truly means.
What happens if you only eat Bolivian pique a lo macho for 1 year? Your body is about to go through something crazy. Day 1. Life is perfect. Juicy beef, sausage, french fries, eggs, spicy peppers. Your taste buds think they've reached heaven. Day 30. You're getting lots of protein, so your muscles are doing okay, but your body is starting to ask, excuse me, where are the fruits and vegetables? Day 90. The mountain of fries and calories starts catching up. Your pants are getting tighter, but you blame the washing machine. Day 180. Your body is holding extra water from all the sodium. Your blood pressure may start creeping higher, and your heart is not a fan. Day 270. Your digestive system has officially gone on strike. Without enough fiber, bathroom visits become a dangerous adventure. Day 365. Congratulations, you survived 1 full year eating only pique a lo macho. But here's the problem. Your cholesterol may be higher, your risk of heart disease increases, you may gain significant weight, your body is low on important vitamins and nutrients. The protein helped your muscles, but your heart, stomach, and arteries are sending angry emails. Pique a lo macho is one of Bolivia's most delicious foods. But eating only pique a lo macho for an entire year could seriously harm your health. Even this skeleton wouldn't survive another plate. Subscribe before I eat your pique a lo macho next. How did people clean themselves before soap existed? Soap is actually a pretty new invention. So how did humans stay clean for thousands of years before anyone knew how to make it? For most of history, clean rivers and lakes were the world's first showers. Flowing water removed dirt, sweat, and loose debris surprisingly well. People quickly discovered that sand and clay acted like natural scrubbers, helping remove stubborn dirt that water alone couldn't wash away. Some ancient plants like soapwort naturally produce tiny bubbles because they contain chemicals called saponins that clean surprisingly well. Your skin naturally produces oils. Water struggles to remove oily dirt, but plant chemicals can surround those oils and wash them away. Some civilizations even mixed wood ash with water. It created a mildly alkaline cleaner that helped break down grease and grime. The ancient Greeks preferred olive oil. They covered themselves with it, then scraped away the oil along with sweat and dirt. Romans turned bathing into a daily ritual. Their giant public bathhouses cleaned millions of people long before modern bathrooms existed. Eventually, people discovered that mixing animal fat with wood ash created the world's earliest true soap, changing hygiene forever. So even before soap existed, humans found clever ways to stay surprisingly clean. Modern soap simply made the process much easier and far more effective. How did people stay clean before soap existed? Long before soap was invented, staying clean looked very different. In prehistoric times, washing too often could be deadly because freezing temperatures made hypothermia a real threat. Instead, people covered themselves with layers of animal fat and dirt to protect their skin from the cold. In ancient Egypt, wealthy people cleaned themselves using a mixture of clay, sand, and animal fat, then covered their bodies with fragrant oils. The Romans skipped soap altogether. They coated their skin with olive oil and scraped it off with a curved metal tool, removing the dirt along with it. During the Middle Ages in Europe, many believed bathing was dangerous. They thought water opened the pores and allowed deadly diseases to enter the body. Instead of washing, nobles relied on perfumes and scented powders to hide body odor. Today, we have body wash, shampoo, deodorant, and countless hygiene products. After thousands of years of progress, some people still forget to use them. How long could your mind stay sane in a totally empty room? Day 1. It looks easy, right? Just you, a bed, and total silence. Honestly, for the first 24 hours, you would probably just catch up on sleep. 3 days. This is where your brain starts to panic. It is starving for entertainment. Since there's nothing to hear, your mind makes things up. You start hearing ringing noises or screaming even though the room is dead silent. 5 days. Now you are hallucinating. Your brain is so bored it projects scary shapes and shadow people onto the walls just so you have something to look at. 7 days. Your sense of time is completely broken. You can't tell if you have been awake for an hour or a whole week. You are totally lost. 2 weeks. Extreme paranoia hits you. You start believing the room is out to get you. It actually looks like the walls are shrinking and trying to crush you. 1 month. You reach the human limit. Basically, you forget who you are. You don't remember your own name or what you used to be like. Your body survives, but your mind, it's gone forever.
How many bags of red Takis would it take to end you? Bag 1. Your tongue is instantly stained bright red as an intense blast of chili spice ignites every pain receptor in your mouth. The burn hits almost immediately. Bag 5. Your stomach starts fighting back. The overload of spicy seasoning and acidity causes severe irritation, making it feel like a furnace is burning deep inside your abdomen. Bag 15. The huge amount of sodium begins raising your blood pressure. Your heart works much harder to push blood through tightening blood vessels, putting your cardiovascular system under heavy stress. Bag 30. The excessive salt throws your body's fluid balance into chaos. Dehydration sets in rapidly, leaving you dizzy, confused, and struggling to think clearly as your brain loses the water it desperately needs. Bag 93. Your body reaches its breaking point. Multiple organs begin to fail from extreme dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. Without immediate emergency medical treatment, it's game over.
What happens if you only eat Costco hot dogs for 365 days? Scientists say this could be a terrible idea, so naturally I did it. Day 1. Only $1.50 per hot dog? My bank account loves me. Day 30. I've eaten 90 hot dogs. Everything smells like hot dogs. Day 90. Gets a belly. I've officially become 12% hot dog. Day 180. Much larger. I've eaten over 500 hot dogs. My doctor has stopped returning my calls. Day 270. Massive skeleton. My blood type is now ketchup. Day 364. I can hear my arteries screaming. Day 365. I've consumed enough sodium to season a swimming pool. The skeleton explodes into thousands of hot dogs. But there's one problem. I still want another Costco hot dog. Comment. What should the skeleton eat for 365 days next? Like, subscribe before I eat another one.
¿Qué pasaría si iShowSpeed te criara durante toda tu vida? Tu infancia sería completamente descontrolada. Nacimiento. Día 1, naces. Los bebés normales escuchan canciones de cuna. Tú escuchas. ¡Joe! Lloras. Speed llora más fuerte. Edad 1. La mayoría de los bebés aprenden. Mamá, papá, tú aprendes. ¡Joe! Tu primera palabra consigue 10 millones de visitas. Edad 5. Otros niños ven dibujos animados. Tú ves momentos destacados de Ronaldo durante 12 horas al día. ¿Realmente crees que Ronaldo inventó el fútbol? Edad 10. Fallas un tiro durante el recreo. Los niños normales dicen, ups, tú, no. 3 profesores renuncian inmediatamente. Edad 15. Tu nivel de energía se vuelve científicamente imposible. Los doctores te examinan. Resultados. 95% humano, 5% bebida energética. Edad 18. Accidentalmente te vuelves famoso. Cada momento vergonzoso se convierte en un meme. Caerte por las escaleras, 20 millones de visitas. Estornudar, 8 millones de visitas. Simplemente existir, tendencia mundial. Edad 20. Resultados finales. Fuerza, confianza, volumen, infinito. Capacidad para mantener la calma. No encontrada felicidad de los vecinos, 0%. Ser criado por iShowSpeed te daría confianza, energía, entretenimiento, pero también desarrollarías síndrome permanente de protagonista, trastorno de gritos aleatorios, un impulso incontrolable de gritar. Ajá, hasta este esqueleto lo sabe. Si iShowSpeed me hubiera criado, me prohibirían la entrada a todas las bibliotecas del mundo. So down. Suscríbete antes de que iShowSpeed me enseñe.
What if iShowSpeed raised you for your entire life? Your childhood would be absolutely unhinged. Day 1. You are born. Normal babies hear lullabies, you hear shoo! Speed cries louder. Year 1. Most babies learn
Mama, Dada.
You learn shoo! Your first word gets 10 million views. Year 5. Other kids watch cartoons. You watch Ronaldo highlights for 12 hours a day. You genuinely believe Ronaldo invented soccer. Year 10. You miss a shot during recess. Normal kids say, oops. You, no. 3 teachers quit immediately. Year 15. Your energy level becomes scientifically impossible. Doctors examine you. Results: 95% human, 5% energy drink. Year 18. You accidentally become famous. Every embarrassing moment becomes a meme. Falling downstairs, 20 million views. Sneezing, 8 million views. Existing, trending worldwide. Year 20. Strength, confidence, volume, infinite ability to stay calm, not found, neighbor's happiness. 0% final verdict being raised by IShow speed would give you confidence, energy, entertainment. But you'd also develop permanent main character syndrome, random screaming disorder, and uncontrollable urge to yell. Even this skeleton knows, if IShow speed raised me, I'd be banned from every library on Earth. Subscribe before IShow speed teaches me how to drive. What if IShow speed raised you for your entire life? Warning, your life would be complete chaos. Age 0, you are born. Most babies hear lullabies. You hear, shoo! Age 5, most kids learn the alphabet. You learn S-U-I-I-I-I-I-I-I-I-I. Age 10, other kids watch cartoons. You watch Ronaldo highlights every day. You genuinely think Ronaldo invented soccer. Age 15, you miss a goal during soccer practice. Normal kid. Oh well, you know. Age 20, you accidentally become famous. Tripping over a rock, 15 million views. Eating a sandwich, trending. Breathing, viral. Age 30, most adults learn patience. You learn louder ways to scream. Sweet! Your neighbors move away. Twice. Age 40, scientists study your energy. Results: 1% water, 99% pure hype. Age 50, your grandchildren ask, Grandpa, why do you scream every time you enter a room? You, sweet! The grandchildren immediately understand. Age 70, most people retire peacefully. You live stream your retirement. 8 million viewers watch you yell at a lawnmower. Age 90, your doctor says, you should avoid excitement. You, excitement is my middle name. Doctor retires early. Age 100, final results. Confidence, infinite energy, infinite volume, infinite ability to stay calm. Error 404, not found neighbors remaining. 0 final verdict being raised by IShow speed for your entire life would make you, sir, confident, entertaining, fearless, but also extremely loud. Slightly chaotic, banned from every library on Earth. Even this skeleton knows, if IShow speed raised me for life, my indoor voice would never exist. So, subscribe before speed teaches me how to fly. Would you survive if you ate nothing but bean and cheese pupusas for an entire year? Day 1. This is the best day of my life. Day 30. Still delicious, but my body is already asking, where are the fruits and vegetables? Day 100, stomach growls. Uh-oh, my body is running low on important vitamins and nutrients. Day 200, bone cracks loudly. I've eaten over 600 pupusas, and now my muscles are starting to suffer from a lack of variety. Day 300, I can't remember what a salad looks like anymore. Day 365, turns into a pile of bones. After 1 year of only pupusas, I'd likely develop vitamin deficiencies, low energy, and other health problems. Suddenly reassembles. But wait, I still want another pupusa, because pupusas are delicious. But your body needs more than just one food to stay healthy. What food should I eat for 365 days next? Comment below, like, subscribe, or I'm eating pupusas for another year. Imagine driving on a long road trip. At first, everything feels normal, but the moment you start, your body begins changing. After 2 hours, your muscles stiffen, blood flow in your legs slows, and your neck starts to ache. By 4 hours, your brain works harder just to stay focused. Your reactions slow and small mistakes become more likely. After 8 hours, dehydration and fatigue take over. Your heart pumps harder, your muscles feel heavier, and your brain gets less oxygen. Tiny microsleeps can shut parts of your brain down for a few seconds, even while your eyes stay open. Stay awake for 18 hours and your driving ability can become similar to someone who's legally drunk. The worst part is that most people don't realize it's happening. Your body doesn't fail all at once. It whispers first, then it warns you. And if you keep ignoring it, the road may make the final decision. So how long can you really drive before your body gives up? Not until your car runs out of fuel, until your brain does. What if you worked at a car wash for a year? Day 1, you show up excited, wearing your brand new uniform. The manager hands you a pressure washer and says, clean everything. You aim at the first car and immediately blast the same spot for 10 minutes because you think you're removing a secret layer of dirt. The customer watches silently as one tire becomes the cleanest tire in human history. Day 2, a giant truck arrives. The owner says, make her shine. You spray the truck so hard that the dirt disappears, but so does your confidence when you realize you forgot the entire roof. Week 1 passes, and something strange happens. You stop seeing cars as machines. Every scratch tells a story. Every dent has a history. Before a customer even speaks, you already know exactly what their car needs. People start calling you the car whisperer. A guy brings in a rusty old car and asks, can you say favor? You place your hand on the hood like a doctor checking a patient. After 5 dramatic minutes, you realize you were just wiping off a layer of dust. 6 months later, you can wash a car faster than anyone alive. Your hands move automatically. Soap, water, towel, repeat. You finish one car before the next customer even gets out. Then, exactly 1 year later, a bright red Ferrari slowly rolls into the wash bay. The owner smiles, tosses you the keys and says, take good care of her. You sit inside for a little longer than necessary. For one glorious moment, you imagine yourself driving through the city like you own it. Then you look down. You're still wearing rubber slippers and soaking wet cleaning gloves. Reality hits hard. The owner takes the keys back, drives away without leaving a tip, and disappears into the distance. You didn't just work at a car wash for a year. You became the world's greatest car cleaner, who still can't afford the car he dreams about.
2 skeletons, 10 drinks each. One chooses water, the other chooses soda. They look exactly the same on the outside, but inside, their bodies are about to tell 2 very different stories. The first glass of water quickly leaves the stomach and begins replacing the fluids your body naturally loses every day. At the same time, the first soda reaches the stomach, where carbonation immediately releases gas that can leave you feeling bloated. As water enters the bloodstream, it helps carry oxygen and nutrients to every organ and every cell. Meanwhile, sugar from the soda is rapidly absorbed, causing the pancreas to release insulin to manage the sudden rise in blood sugar. Water continues reaching the brain, supporting normal concentration, circulation, and countless everyday functions. The sugar from the soda briefly activates the brain's reward system, creating a short burst of pleasure before the effect begins to fade. Next, the kidneys use water to filter waste and maintain your body's fluid balance. Meanwhile, the liver and pancreas continue working together to process the extra sugar from the repeated sodas. Water gives your body exactly what it needs, pure hydration. Soda can still be enjoyed in moderation, but your future health is shaped not by one drink, but by the choices you make every single day.
What happens if you wear a cap every day? Day 1, your cap becomes your favorite accessory. It hides messy hair, blocks the sun, and makes every outfit look better. By day 30, heat and sweat are trapped under the fabric for hours. Oil, dead skin, and bacteria begin building up, leaving your scalp itchy and irritated. After 3 months, your hair starts looking flat and lifeless. Constant friction from the cap weakens your hair strands and causes more breakage. By 6 months, your hairline begins feeling the pressure. You start noticing extra hair on your pillow, in your brush, and down the shower drain. Soon your scalp struggles to stay healthy because it rarely gets enough airflow. Even washing your hair doesn't completely undo the daily stress. After a full year, your scalp has taken a beating. Your hair appears thinner, your hairline isn't as sharp, and the damage is becoming harder to hide. Wearing a cap isn't the problem. Wearing one every single day without giving your scalp a break might be. What actually happens when you drink too much water? 2 bottles. This is peak hydration. Your blood viscosity is perfect. Oxygen shoots to your muscles. You feel energized and your brain is sharp. 4 bottles. Half a gallon in 1 hour. Now you hit the saturation point. Your kidneys cannot filter this fast. The water backs up. Your stomach creates a sloshing sound and pressure builds against your belt. 8 bottles. The gallon challenge. This triggers hyponatria. Your essential sodium washes away. They puff up like overfilled balloons. You start vomiting in self-defense. 12 bottles, 1.5 gallons. System failure. The swelling isn't just in your skin, it's in your skull. Your brain expands and crushes against the bone walls. This pressure causes violent seizures and confusion. 16 bottles. 2 gallons. The lethal dose. The intracranial pressure becomes impossible. It forces your brainstem down into your spinal column. This disconnects your breathing center instantly. What happens if you keep driving without sleep? After 1 hour, everything feels normal. You're alert, your hands are steady, and every turn comes naturally. By 8 hours, fatigue starts creeping in. Your neck and back ache, your eyelids grow heavier, and staying focused becomes harder with every mile. At 17 hours, your brain slows dramatically. Your reaction time drops, your judgment gets worse, and simple decisions become dangerous. After 24 hours, microsleeps take over. Your eyes close for a few seconds without warning, even though you're still moving at highway speed. By 40 hours, your exhausted brain begins creating hallucinations. Shadows seem alive, imaginary animals appear on the road, and reality starts to blur. At 72 hours, your body reaches complete exhaustion. Your heart struggles, your mind can no longer function properly, and your brain finally shuts everything down. No one can outrun sleep forever. Eventually, your body forces you to stop. What happens if you only eat raw meat? Day 1. The uncooked meat is rubbery and tough, making your jaw cramp in extreme pain as you struggle to chew every bite. Your stomach turns into a super strong acid bath. 1 week. Since you have zero sugar for energy, your body panics and switches to burning fat. You feel weak, dizzy, and your sweat starts smelling like ammonia. 1 month. Your jaw muscles are massive from hours of chewing rubbery muscle, but without vitamin C from fruits, your gums get weak and might start to bleed. This is the first sign of scurvy. 6 months. Dangerous parasites appear. Worms and larvae hatch from the uncooked meat, filling your guts and slowly eating you from the inside out. 1 year. Your kidneys completely fail from filtering too much heavy waste. Your blood becomes thick sludge that blocks your veins, and the pressure blows out your heart valves until your system collapses. Cooking didn't just add flavor, it unlocked the energy that built the human brain. Evolution gave us fire for a reason, so maybe you should just cook your steak. What happens if you take really hot showers every day? Stage 1. It feels good. At first, super hot water feels relaxing. It opens your pores and makes you feel very clean. Stage 2. You lose your natural protection. Your skin has natural oils. These oils act like a shield. They protect you from germs and keep your skin soft. Hot water washes these oils away. Without them, your skin has no barrier. Stage 3. Dry and itchy skin. After a few weeks, your skin starts to feel tight. It gets dry, red, and itchy. You might even get tiny cracks in your skin, especially on your arms, legs, and back. Stage 4. Looking older, faster. The heat hurts the parts of your skin that keep it smooth and stretchy. This causes wrinkles and makes your skin look tired and dull. Your skin ages faster than normal. Stage 5. Your skin gets super sensitive. After months of hot showers, your skin reacts to everything. Soaps, perfumes, and cold weather might hurt or sting. This isn't an allergy. It is because your skin's protective wall is broken. Conclusion. Taking a hot bath once in a while is okay, but doing it every day is bad for your health. Use warm water instead. It protects your skin much better. What actually happens to your teeth when you get braces? Day 1, your mouth feels completely different. Every bracket rubs against your cheeks, and you can't stop running your tongue across the wires. Then you try eating your favorite crunchy snack. Bad idea. Everything suddenly feels 10 times harder to chew day 7. Brushing your teeth becomes a full-time job. Tiny pieces of food hide behind every bracket, and flossing feels like solving a puzzle. Meanwhile, everyone else is enjoying popcorn while you're stuck with soft foods. Day 30, your teeth are already starting to move. It might not look dramatic yet, but something incredible is happening underneath your gums. The bone around your teeth is constantly breaking down and rebuilding itself, allowing each tooth to slowly shift into a better position. Day 180. The changes are impossible to ignore. Your smiles look straighter, your bite feels more natural, and even your face can look slightly different as everything begins lining up. Day 365. The braces finally come off. Your teeth feel unbelievably smooth, your smile looks completely transformed, and for the first time, you can't stop looking in the mirror. You didn't just straighten your teeth, you completely changed your smile. What actually happens to your body when you bite your nails? Think about it. Your hands touch everything. Your nails are like tiny germ sponges. I'm talking millions of bacteria and viruses from everything you've touched today. Door handles, phones, money, it's all there. Number 1. When you bite, those germs go straight to your stomach. We're talking stomach flu vibes, cramps, and some pretty nasty bacteria that you definitely don't want. Number 2. You're creating tiny wounds around your fingers. These become gateways for infections that cause irritation and inflammation. Basically, you're turning your fingertips into a total playground for bacteria. Number 3. Your teeth are paying the price. cracked enamel, misaligned bite, and jaw problems that'll cost you thousands at the dentist. Number 4. Your body interprets it as a sign of stress or anxiety. It's not just a habit, it's a way for your mind to express constant tension. And here's the creepy part. Most people bite their nails without even realizing it. Your body is literally eating itself from stress. Imagine opening your front door tomorrow and coming face to face with a T-Rex. Within hours, panic spreads across the world. Highways are jammed, schools close, and millions rush to safety. Not every dinosaur would hunt humans. Giant plant eaters would still destroy roads, buildings, and farms just by walking. But predators like velociraptors and T-Rex would become the biggest threat. Parks, forests, and cities could turn dangerous overnight. Scientists would race to study them while governments try to stop complete chaos. But here's the twist. Today's world isn't the one dinosaurs knew. Many could die from modern diseases, pollution, and a completely different climate.
What if you were abandoned in the wilderness and adopted by an 800-pound grizzly? Your life would become a primal survival story. Year 1. As a toddler, you learn to mimic the mama bear. You don't walk, you crawl on all fours. Your skin becomes leathery and thick from the cold forest floor. Her fur is your only blanket against the freezing winter. Year 5. While other kids are learning to read, you're learning to hunt. You stand in freezing rivers, timing the jump of the salmon. Your human brain gives you an edge. You start building traps, while the cubs just use their paws. Year 12. Your body is transforming. Your fingernails have grown into thick, jagged claws from digging for roots. Your jaw muscles are incredibly powerful from a raw diet. You communicate in grunts and huffs, completely forgetting the sound of human speech. Year 20. You are now a legend of the forest. You've developed massive upper body strength from climbing pines to escape predators. You mark your territory by scratching trees, and even other grizzlies stay out of your way. Hikers catch a glimpse of a wild man on their trail cams. The footage is blurry, shaky, and terrifying. To the world, you're a real-life Bigfoot. To you, the forest is the only home you've ever known. Could you survive the wild? Or are you too soft for the den?
What if dinosaurs raised you your entire life? What if you were raised by dinosaurs instead of humans? Your entire life would be completely different. The moment you're born, a family of dinosaurs finds you. Instead of attacking, they accept you as one of their own. By age 5, you're not learning the alphabet. You're learning how to avoid predators, search for food, and survive in one of the most dangerous worlds ever. At 10 years old, you're stronger, faster, and tougher than most humans. But you'll never truly be a dinosaur. Every hunt makes you braver, and every day teaches you a new way to survive in the wild. Then everything changes. A massive asteroid is racing toward Earth. You somehow know what's about to happen, but your dinosaur family has no idea. The sky begins to glow, and the ground starts shaking beneath your feet. Now you're faced with an impossible choice. Do you stay with the only family you've ever known, or leave them behind and try to survive on your own? What would you choose? Stay with your dinosaur family or run? Comment stay or run, and subscribe for more crazy what if videos.
Imagine looking up, and the sun simply vanished. No explosion, no warning. Just 24 hours without the star that keeps Earth alive. Only 8 minutes later, daylight disappears forever. Millions think it's an eclipse, until they realize the sun isn't coming back. Earth doesn't freeze instantly. It stores heat like a giant battery. But without sunlight, temperatures slowly begin dropping across the entire planet. Plants stop making food almost immediately. Solar power disappears. Life continues, but Earth's energy suddenly becomes much more fragile. Here's the strange part. Earth wouldn't notice the missing gravity immediately. Even gravity needs about 8 minutes to reach us. Humanity could probably survive one day, but power, food, transportation, and communication would all face enormous pressure. If the sun returned, after just 24 hours, Earth would survive. But those dark hours would remind us that every living thing depends on a single star.
What if you don't wash your hair for a month? Day 2. Your hair may still look completely normal, but oil, sweat, dust, and dead skin are already beginning to collect across your scalp. The natural oils slowly spread through your hair, making the roots feel slightly heavier and greasier than usual. Day 8. Your hair becomes oily, flat, and sticky as bacteria multiply across the scalp. Itching, dandruff, and an unpleasant smell begin to appear. Day 16. Oil and dead skin start clogging the follicles, leaving your scalp irritated. Constant scratching can cause tiny cuts and make the flakes worse. Day 30. Your scalp is now covered in oil, sweat, dirt, bacteria, and dead skin. Your hair becomes greasy, tangled, smelly, and difficult to manage. It may not fall out instantly, but your scalp health takes a serious hit. How long could you go without washing your hair?
What if you drank 5 energy drinks every single day? At first, you feel more awake, more energetic, and more focused. It almost seems like a good idea. After 1 week, the massive amount of caffeine keeps your heart racing much more than normal. You may start feeling restless, anxious, and have trouble sleeping. After 1 month, your body begins depending on caffeine just to feel normal. Your sleep quality gets worse, and constant fatigue starts replacing real energy. 3 months later, the combination of high caffeine and sugar begins putting extra stress on your body. Your teeth, liver, kidneys, and heart all work harder than they should. After 6 months, your energy crashes become stronger. Without another drink, you feel tired, sluggish, and unable to concentrate. 1 year later, the temporary energy boost is gone. Your body has adapted, leaving you more exhausted than when you first started. After 10 years, the constant strain has taken its toll. Years of excessive energy drink consumption may increase the risk of serious health problems affecting your heart and overall well-being. Energy drinks aren't always harmful, but drinking several every single day can have serious long-term effects. Everything in moderation.
What if you slept for 30 days straight? At first, nothing seems unusual, but your body immediately stops eating, drinking, and moving. After only 3 days, dehydration becomes life-threatening. Without water, your blood thickens, your organs struggle, and survival becomes almost impossible. Even if doctors somehow kept you alive with machines, your muscles would shrink rapidly. By the second week, your brain would suffer too. Without proper nutrition and normal sleep cycles, serious brain damage could begin developing. Lying in one position for weeks causes dangerous pressure injuries, poor circulation, and increases the risk of deadly blood clots throughout the body. Without advanced medical care, surviving 30 days of non-stop sleep would be impossible. Only life support machines could keep your body functioning that long. The truth is, no human can naturally sleep for 30 straight days. Your body simply cannot survive that long without food, water, and movement.
What would happen if you didn't brush your teeth? Day 1. A transparent layer covers your teeth. It looks like nothing, but it already changes the way the surface reflects light. Day 3. The film becomes more visible. Your smile loses its shine and yellowish tones begin to appear in certain spots. Day 7. The surface no longer looks smooth. The layer becomes thicker and starts to feel like a rough texture to the touch. Day 14. The area around the teeth changes color, showing reddish and dark tones. The smile looks less uniform and much duller. Day 21. The buildup hardens. The line between the tooth and the gum becomes harsh and distinct, and the shape of each tooth begins to visually change. Day 30. The lower part of the tooth looks more exposed. Greenish and brown tones appear, and the teeth lose stability in their position. Summary: a month without brushing doesn't just ruin your appearance, it can completely transform the visual structure of your smiles.
Think your messy room is just an eyesore? If you never pick up a broom again, your bedroom becomes a living, breathing nightmare. Week 1. By the first week, the chaos begins. Your brain is already pumping out extra cortisol, the stress hormone. Why? Because your mind views clutter as a never-ending to-do list it can't finish. Month 1. 1 month in, you're not alone. Millions of microscopic dust mites are throwing a feast on your dead skin cells. You wake up with itchy eyes and a stuffed nose, literally breathing in their waste. 6 months. That half-finished soda or pizza crust under the bed. It's now a toxic garden. black mold spores are drifting through the air. Every breath you take sends fungus deep into your lung tissue, causing a permanent, dry cough. 1 year, the roommates arrive. Cockroaches and silverfish move in for the buffet. They don't just stay on the floor, they crawl over you while you sleep, leaving behind trails of salmonella and E. coli. 5 years after 5 years, your room is a level 3 biohazard. The air is thick with ammonia and rot. Your immune system finally surrenders to a rare respiratory infection. You didn't just lose your room, you lost your health.
What if you never used your phone again? Imagine this. Right now, your phone disappears forever. No TikTok, no YouTube, no Instagram, no texting, no memes. Humanity isn't ready. Day 1, you reach for your phone 127 times. It's not there. Your thumb starts having an identity crisis. Your brain, where's the dopamine? Day 7, you hear a notification sound. There is no phone. There is no notification. You're hallucinating. Day 30, something strange happens. You start sleeping better. Your eyes hurt less. Your attention span starts recovering. You accidentally finish a task without checking your phone. Scientists are shocked. Day 90, you begin noticing things. Trees, birds, clouds. You discover the outside world has graphics. Day 180, friends ask, did you see that video? You, what video? Society no longer understands you. Day 365, 1 year later. Benefits, better sleep, less distraction, more focus, more free time. But getting directions becomes harder. Texting becomes impossible. Everyone thinks you've vanished. Your family, are you still alive? Age 5 years, you now possess a superpower. You can sit quietly for 10 minutes. Modern humans fear you. Age 10 years. Kids ask, what's a smartphone? You tell stories of ancient times. Like 2026, they think you're making it up. Final verdict, giving up your phone forever would improve some parts of your life, but it would also make modern life much harder. The real goal isn't zero phone use. It's controlling your phone before it controls you. Even this skeleton knows, I own my phone. My phone does not own me. Subscribe before your screen time finds this video. What if you only ate bacon for 1 year? What if I offered you $1 million, but you could only eat bacon for an entire year? Think carefully. Day 1, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Nothing but crispy bacon. At first, it feels like a dream. By week 2, your body starts begging for fruits, vegetables, and fiber. Your stomach isn't happy, and your digestion starts falling apart. By month 3, all that sodium and saturated fat begins taking a toll. Your blood pressure and cholesterol may rise, putting extra strain on your heart. By month 6, without enough vitamin C and other key nutrients, your immune system weakens. You feel exhausted, sluggish, and getting sick becomes much easier. 1 year later, you might make it to the finish line, but your body could be dealing with serious nutrient deficiencies and a much greater risk of heart disease. So, would you eat only bacon for 1 year to win $1 million? Comment yes or no, and subscribe for more crazy what if videos. What if you only ate Subway for 1 year? What if the only food you could eat for an entire year was Subway? Would your body survive the challenge? Day 1, it sounds incredible. Fresh bread, melted cheese, meat, cookies. What could possibly go wrong? By week 2, the excitement starts to wear off. Your body craves more variety, while all the sodium and processed ingredients begin adding up. By month 3, you may start gaining weight, your blood pressure could increase, and your energy levels begin to drop. By month 6, even healthier sandwich choices aren't enough to provide every nutrient your body needs. Eating the same meals every day can leave you lacking important vitamins and minerals. 1 year later, you might still be alive, but your body could be dealing with nutritional deficiencies, digestive problems, and a much higher risk of long-term health issues. So, could you survive eating only Subway for a year? Maybe. But would your body be happy about it? Definitely not. What's the one food you could eat every single day for a year? Comment below and subscribe for more crazy what if videos. What if you only drank coffee for 1 year? What if someone offered you $1 million, but you could only drink coffee for an entire year? Would you take the challenge? Day 1, you feel unstoppable. Your energy is through the roof. Your focus is razor sharp, and it feels like coffee has become your secret superpower. By week 2, things start going downhill. You're constantly jittery, your sleep is a mess, and skipping 1 cup leaves you with a pounding headache. By month 3, your body depends on caffeine just to feel normal. Your heart beats faster, and feelings of stress and anxiety become more common. By month 6, if coffee has completely replaced water, dehydration becomes a major problem. Your kidneys and digestive system begin struggling to keep up. 1 year later, you might still be standing, but your body could be dealing with serious health complications because water is essential for survival. So, would you drink only coffee for 1 year to win $1 million? Comment yes or no, and subscribe for more crazy what if videos. What happens if you only train legs? Day 1. You hit squats hard. Walking afterward feels like your legs are filled with concrete. You collapse on the couch. You think to yourself, this was a terrible idea. Day 30. Your legs are sore 24/7. You waddle everywhere like a penguin. People hold doors open because they think you're injured. Friends start asking if you're okay. Day 90. The anabolic surge hits. Training your biggest muscle groups triggers a massive release of testosterone and growth hormone. The transformation begins. Your legs are exploding with size. Squats that destroyed you 2 weeks ago, now they're your warm-up. Day 180. Rest in peace to your skinny jeans. Your quads are splitting denim. Your glutes are strong. You've got tree trunks where legs should be. Seriously, your thighs are double the width of a normal person's legs. Day 360. You're a physiological anomaly. Your legs is rock solid, your vertical jump is insane, and you're the most functional athlete in the gym. Just don't look in the mirror from the waist. What if you simply stopped eating? 6 hours! Your stomach is growling like a trapped beast and you're officially hangry. You can't focus on anything. You only think about your favorite food. 24 hours. Your body hits the panic button. Since there's no food, it starts burning your body fat for fuel. A weird side effect. Your breath starts smelling like nail polish remover. 72 hours. The hunger pains actually disappear. But don't be fooled, it's a trap. Your body is now eating your muscles just to keep your brain's lights on. You are literally eating yourself from the inside. 1 week, your immune system throws in the towel. Now even a tiny cold could be deadly. Your brain is so foggy that everything you look at starts to look like a giant slice of pizza. 3 weeks. Your internal organs start to wither. Your heart actually gets smaller and struggles to pump blood, which is now turning thick like sludge. You look more like a skeleton than a person. 45 days. Game over. Total system failure. Your body has nothing left to give. And the engine finally shuts down for good. What if you sold hot Cheetos in ancient Greece? Day 1. You arrive in Athens with a bag of hot Cheetos. No one knows what they are. You hand one to a stranger. He eats it. His eyes go wide. He grabs his throat. You're already in trouble. Day 2. Word spreads a traveler carries fire in a bag. People come to watch, not to eat. You dare them. One athlete tries it, cries, then immediately asks for another. The crowd goes silent. Day 3. The priests declare it cursed. Red dust sent by Ares. They try to confiscate your stock. You hide it under the market floor. A Cheetos black market is born. Week 1. You're selling from the shadows. Double the price. Triple the demand. The same priests who banned it are your best customers at midnight. Month 1. Half of Athens is addicted. Socrates walks up to you, then looks at you and says, "Is it truly pain if we return to it willingly?" You hand him another one, walks away still thinking. Month 6. Last bag sold. Pockets full of gold. You don't wait for the morning. You load a boat at midnight while Athens sleeps with red fingers. What if you started running right now and simply never stopped? Minute 30. Your brain floods with dopamine and endorphins. This is the runner's high, tricking you into ignoring the microscopic tears already forming in your legs. Hour 4. You hit the wall. Your glycogen tanks are completely empty. Your body panics and starts cannibalizing its own fat stores just to keep your muscles firing. Hour 24. A sharp metallic taste fills your mouth. Your toenails turn black and die from the constant trauma. Your feet swell to full sizes, crushing against your shoelaces. Day 3. Rhabdomyolysis sets in. Your muscle fibers are literally dissolving into your bloodstream. Your kidneys clog up with toxic proteins and begin to fail. Day 5. Structural collapse. Your shin bones are riddled with thousands of stress fractures. Your Achilles tendon, pulled tight for too long, snaps like a dry twig. Day 7. The absolute limit. Your heart enters a fatal rhythm. It beats too fast to pump blood. You overheat and the machine shuts down. What is the longest you have ever run? What if you trained in Dagestan for 3 years? You move to Dagestan. After the first month, every breath feels harder in the thin mountain air. Junk food is gone, replaced by simple meals and non-stop wrestling. Even young kids keep throwing you around. By 6 months, your ears have turned into cauliflower ears. Your reflexes change. You don't shake hands anymore. You look for takedowns. After 1 year, you've grown a thick beard. Your grip can crush almost anything. Your neck is massive, and every sentence begins with, "Brother, listen." By the second year, your body is built like solid rock. You never get tired, your legs feel indestructible, and wrestling for hours becomes normal. You even tell your taxi driver, "Send me location." After 3 years, you're unrecognizable. You return home as a world-class fighter. Every opponent gets dominated, not just defeated. You're no longer an ordinary man. You're a true mountain warrior. So, could you survive 3 years in Dagestan, or would you leave after the first month? What if you grew up with Neanderthals? A Neanderthal clan discovers you abandoned in the frozen wilderness. Instead of leaving you behind, they raise you as one of their own, wrapping you in thick mammoth fur to survive the brutal cold. By your first birthday, your body has adapted to a diet of raw meat, marrow, and animal fat. At age 5, you're already stronger than most modern adults, with thicker bones and powerful muscles built for survival. By age 12, you join your first mammoth hunt, facing the giant beast with nothing but a spear and your courage. At 20, you're a living powerhouse, able to endure freezing temperatures that would overwhelm most people, while your body is covered in scars from years of hunting. Then, at age 25, a massive glacier buries your entire tribe beneath the ice. 40,000 years later, archaeologists uncover your frozen remains and are stunned by your extraordinary bone density, incredible strength, and the evidence of a lifetime spent surviving one of the harshest environments on Earth. What would happen if you were raised by a Mexican cartel? Age 8. You stand on a street corner in Sinaloa. Text when you see police. They gave you a cheap phone and 500 pesos. No one suspects you. Age 13. Now you move packages across the city hidden in your backpack. School is your cover. Your teacher has no idea the kid in the back row is carrying 5 kilos of product. Age 18. Your job: drive across the border with boxes labeled chicken seasoning. Inside, pure crystal. You make first real money. Age 22. You've done dozens of jobs. You're cold, efficient, feared. You travel in convoys, wear body armor. Police avoid your crew. You're untouchable. For now. Age 26. You run a plaza, a territory. 50 men answer to you. You collect taxes from businesses, coordinate shipments, eliminate threats. Age 35. You're in the inner circle now. You manage logistics across states, negotiate with Colombian suppliers. Age 40. You made it to the top. Billions in assets, an army of thousands. But this life only ends one way: betrayed, arrested, or killed. What if you grew up with a pride of lions? You take your first breath in the middle of the savannah. A pride of lions discovers you. The alpha watches carefully, but instead of attacking, a lioness claims you as her own. Within days, you're living like a cub. You eat what the pride eats, sleep beside them, and slowly lose every human instinct you were born with. By your first year, you're running alongside young lions. You don't speak, you communicate through growls, body language, and instinct. At 4 years old, you experience your first real hunt. You stalk prey through the tall grass, and your incredible endurance helps the pride chase animals farther than ever before. By age 8, the wild is all you've ever known. You spend your days resting under the sun and your nights hunting across the open plains. At 18, you've earned the respect of the pride. Hyenas avoid you, rival lions recognize you, and every scar on your body tells a story of survival. Then, at 22, helicopters appear overhead. Wildlife teams capture you and bring you back to civilization. Scientists call you a miracle. Reporters want interviews, but surrounded by people, you're more afraid than you've ever been because to you, humans are the wild animals. What if you wore a cap every single day for one whole year? At first, nothing feels different, but your scalp is already beginning to adapt. After just 1 week, the trapped heat makes your scalp sweat more. The warm, humid space becomes perfect for bacteria and natural skin oils. After a month, your scalp produces more oil beneath the hat. The hat doesn't cause baldness, but poor hygiene can irritate your skin. If you rarely wash your cap, bacteria and sweat build up inside the fabric. That's usually what causes itching, not the cap itself. Here's the surprise. Wearing a cap doesn't stop blood flow or make hair fall out. Genetics, not hats, is the biggest cause of baldness. Simply washing your cap regularly removes most bacteria and oils. Clean caps help your scalp stay healthier, especially if you sweat often. After wearing a cap every day for 1 year, your hair probably won't disappear. The real secret isn't avoiding caps, it's keeping both your scalp and cap clean.
Think your messy room is just an eyesore? If you never pick up a broom again, your bedroom becomes a living, breathing nightmare. Week 1. By the first week, the chaos begins. Your brain is already pumping out extra cortisol, the stress hormone. Why? Because your mind views clutter as a never-ending to-do list it can't finish. Month 1. 1 month in, you're not alone. Millions of microscopic dust mites are throwing a feast on your dead skin cells. You wake up with itchy eyes and a stuffed nose, literally breathing in their waste. 6 months. That half-finished soda or pizza crust under the bed. It's now a toxic garden. Black mold spores are drifting through the air. Every breath you take sends fungus deep into your lung tissue, causing a permanent, dry cough. 1 year. The roommates arrive. Cockroaches and silverfish move in for the buffet. They don't just stay on the floor, they crawl over you while you sleep, leaving behind trails of salmonella and E. coli. 5 years after 5 years, your room is a level 3 biohazard. The air is thick with ammonia and rot. Your immune system finally surrenders to a rare respiratory infection. You didn't just lose your room, you lost your health.
What if your body wasn't made of flesh anymore, but instead became steel, stone, water, or even fire? First comes steel. Every bone transforms into solid metal, making your skeleton unbelievably strong and almost impossible to break. Bullets, crashes, and massive impacts might barely damage you, but your body would become incredibly heavy. Walking, running, or even standing could feel exhausting because every movement would require enormous strength. Now imagine your body changing into solid stone, becoming as tough and durable as a living mountain. Explosions and powerful attacks could barely crack your body, but moving would become much slower than before. Unlike steel, damaged stone could slowly rebuild itself over time, almost like nature repairing a mountain. Now imagine becoming water instead. Your body could flow, reshape itself, and slip through the smallest spaces. Most attacks would simply pass through you, and your liquid body could instantly reform without leaving a scar. Finally, your body transforms into pure fire, burning with incredible heat and producing endless energy. You could survive freezing temperatures and unleash devastating flames, but no one could safely come near you. Steel gives strength, stone brings durability, water offers flexibility, and fire provides limitless power. Which body would you choose?
What does rabies actually do to your body? Day 1. It begins with a small bite or scratch from an infected animal. You feel completely normal, but the rabies virus is already hiding in your muscle tissue, preparing to spread. Week 1. The first symptoms appear: fever, headache, fatigue, and a strange tingling or burning sensation around the bite. Once the virus reaches the brain, the disease becomes extremely difficult to survive. Week 2. Swallowing becomes painful. Even the sight or sound of water can trigger severe throat spasms, a classic symptom known as hydrophobia. Week 3. Your brain becomes severely inflamed, leading to paralysis, coma, and eventually the failure of vital body functions. Without treatment before symptoms begin, the outcome is almost always fatal.
What happens if you only eat Bolivian salteñas for 1 year? This delicious experiment could get very messy. Day 1. Life is amazing. Warm dough, juicy meat, potatoes, peas, and that famous soup inside. Your taste buds just won the lottery. Day 30. Your body is getting protein from the meat and some nutrients from the vegetables. Not bad, but your body is already asking, is this all we're eating now? Day 90. Salteñas contain carbs, fat, and protein, but not enough variety for long-term health. Meanwhile, your local bakery thinks you're their biggest investor. Day 180. If you're eating several salteñas every day, the extra calories can lead to weight gain. Your scale starts reporting you for excessive salteña consumption. Day 270. Without enough fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, you may start missing important vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Your digestive system sends a strongly worded complaint. Day 365. Congratulations! You've survived 1 entire year eating only Bolivian salteñas. Your cholesterol may increase. You may gain weight. You could develop nutrient deficiencies. Your digestive health may suffer from lack of variety. The good news? You got protein, you got energy, you supported your favorite bakery. The bad news? Your body needs many different foods to stay healthy. Your heart, stomach, and doctor are all concerned. Bolivian salteñas are absolutely delicious, but eating only salteñas for an entire year could lead to weight gain, nutrient deficiencies, and long-term health problems. Even this skeleton says, eat your salteñas, just don't make them your entire personality. Subscribe before I steal your last salteña.